Hello, and welcome to Cooking for Your Abundant Life Plan with Darlene. Thank you so much for joining me. And this evening, I'm going to be preparing some healthy fajitas. And yes, when I say healthy, they're going to be healthy. At least they'll be better than the way I used to fix them. So there's just a few little changes, because really fajitas, other than the cheese and the sour cream and the tortillas, are already sort of a healthy choice. So we're just going to change a few things and show you how we prepare these in order to enjoy them on our anti-inflammatory abundant life plan. So I've already got the olive oil in the skillet. Let's drop you down and we'll start everything so we can see how we do. Okay. All right. All right. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is season my chicken. I know you can't really see it. Okay, camera focus. All right, this is three chicken tenders that I have already sliced up in little strips, and I'm going to season them. Now, I use my same Abundant Life spice mixture, except for I add one thing different when I make fajitas. And again, this is chili powder, turmeric, ginger, and garlic powder. And I use this on everything. So I put this on my chicken first, and I do use it liberally. So, in my opinion, you can't really get too much of this. Okay, I'm going to season that side and then get my skillet heating up here so that it can be warm so that I can start this. I do have the olive oil in the skillet. As you can see, there's not a lot, but it does take some in order to get these browned up and cooked properly. Okay, the other spice that I add to this that I don't normally add to anything else is cumin. So, I do add cumin to my chili and I add it to my Mexican dinners because it just adds a good flavor. And I don't add a whole lot, but I do add some. Cumin is a warm spice, so it's actually very good in Mexican and chili dinners. And then my salt and pepper. And as soon as the skillet gets a little bit warm, we'll go ahead and throw those in there and get them started. It has been an absolutely beautiful day here in Oak Hill, West Virginia today. It has been like a spring day instead of a February day. So it's been near 50 degrees and sunny. The birds are singing and everything just is starting to come alive. And I'm so excited because I, for one, am ready for spring. Okay, I think our skillet is warm enough. We're going to go ahead and get these started cooking. And this is actually a very quick meal, so it won't take us long. I tried to dump those out to where the seasoning side could be down because I'm going to add additional seasoning. And that should be good for that. And a little more cumin on this side. And that should be good. A little more salt. And a little more pepper. Turn that down just a tad. And like I said, it won't take this very long at all to cook. And we'll have us some really good fajitas for supper. Chicken tenders, they're already, they cook really quick. They cook a lot quicker than regular chicken breasts. However, chicken breasts don't take that long to cook either. If you was cooking whole chicken breast, you'd be cooking about 7 minutes on each side. But cooking the tenders, it doesn't take quite that long. So it's going to be a real quick supper tonight. I already have all my vegetables cut up and ready to go, so that actually kind of helps our preparation time as well. So, like I said, we'll be having fajitas in no time. And that's already kind of cooked on one side, so I'm going to actually go ahead and start adding my peppers and onions so they can start cooking. I've got a pretty good sized onion in here, just a little bit of a green pepper, and a red pepper. And when I make fajitas, I like my peppers to be just a tad crunchy. So, like I said, I don't like to cook them that long. And I'm going to lay that lid down right there so that it can actually kind of steam just a minute. I hope where you are that it was a beautiful day. I know that not everyone is fortunate to have weather like this in February, and I know it's not really common for us either. So I thoroughly enjoyed today, and just being out in it for a minute, doing my normal errands and just running around and taking out the garbage since Larry's down. And it's just been, just getting just normal routine, getting the mail and things like that. I've just loved being outside today. It's been absolutely wonderful. And I'm very thankful for this type of weather in February. So it's been a beautiful day. And I am just so excited for spring this year because I'm hoping that we'll be able to be out and about more and able to visit other fellowships and really start getting this word out so more people can enjoy their abundant life. It's just been such a life changing experience for both of us, and it's been an honor to begin to share it with other people and to begin to see it take effect in other people's lives. So we have been just so blessed. Let me turn this back down here so you can see what we're doing. I'm just kind of mixing the peppers and onions up with the chicken. And like I said, as soon as the fajitas get the peppers and onions get a little bit tender, it'll be ready to plate. I'm going to look for my lid because that works a little bit better than what I was using. It doesn't fit, but it'll be better than what I had. There we go. There we go. That'll be better, and it'll make them get tender a lot quicker. And while that's doing that, I want to talk to you a minute about the tortilla shells that we choose. Okay, these are the ones that I use for us. They're called Extreme Wellness Fajitas, and they have 11 grams of fiber and only 50 calories apiece. And the magic about this fiber, these actually have flaxseed added. Don't panic. You can't really taste the flaxseed. All it does is it adds dietary fiber to these so that it helps lower the grams of carbohydrates. And, these have no trans fats and they're made with extra virgin olive oil. But the magic happens when you read that it only has 4 grams of net carbs. That is so much better than what the normal fajitas that we used to eat were. So these are just absolutely perfect for us, and hopefully you can try these as well. Extreme Wellness High Fiber Tortillas. These we purchased at our local Sam's Wholesale. I'm sure you can find them other places as well. So this is exactly what you need for dinners like this. So hopefully you can find those and enjoy those as well. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple out so that I can pop them in the microwave for just 1 second, and we'll be about ready to plate these up here in a second. Now, so that they won't dry out, I actually wet a paper towel and lay them over the tortillas before I put them in the microwave for a second, and it helps to keep them from drying out. And as you can see, I've wrung out the excess, and it's just lightly damp. And I'll lay it on my tortillas and pop it in the microwave for just a few seconds. Okay, that was 20 seconds, and they're already warm. So we're just going to set these aside over here so that they can be good and warm for our fajitas this evening. These are starting to get a little tender, so it won't be long until we're able to plate these up and enjoy our wonderful fajita supper. Let you take another look so you can see how they're coming along. Like I said, they're starting to get a little tender. Like I said, I don't like mine super completely done because I like to have just a little bit of crunch in those peppers, and that actually also helps retain a lot of the vitamins that are in the peppers, and to me it increases the flavor. Okay, we're going to let that cook just a minute more, and we're going to be ready to go, guys. Like I said, I've already got my lettuce ready to go. I don't know if you can see it or not. Come on, camera. I just got it all chopped up really fine. I got my tomatoes chopped up fine and ready to go, and my green onions. I love green onions on fajitas, so it's going to be good. And again, we use our fat-free cheddar cheese, or you can also use fat-free Mexican blend. It's just a lot harder for me to find that, so I don't mind using just mild cheddar. But you use what you like. If you can find it, then that's awesome that you can find fat-free Mexican blend, because by far that is the best. And if you're looking at this, these are looking really good. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water because I want to get some of that flavoring off of those and onto the peppers. Just a little bit more over here. Not a lot. Get all that good stuff off of the bottom of the skillet so that they'll be dispersed evenly among the peppers. And that is looking almost good to go. I'm telling you, this didn't take no time to prepare, and it's almost ready to plate up. Put that one pepper down there because it's being a little stubborn, and let that finish up. Now, here is going to be the surprise little trick that I use on my fajitas. I've already got the spices in there, but I like to add just a tiny bit of this no sugar added Sweet Baby Ray's right at the end. My word, guys, it gives it such an awesome little flavor. You won't believe just the difference this little bit makes in these. And like I said, I don't put much, just a little bit. I'll take the lid off here just so you can see how much I put in. It doesn't take much. And if you can see how much I put on there, it's just a tiny bit. But it makes a big difference. All right, guys, this is ready to plate up and start serving. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the heat off and start plating these up. Larry gets 2 and I get 1, so that's our typical portion size. So I'm going to go ahead and start his plate. This is one of the warm tortillas. And I don't make my tortillas like everybody else, but you make them however you enjoy them. I start with a tiny bit of the fat-free cheese right at the bottom. Not a lot, just a little. And then I start plating up the yummy goodies, the peppers and the chicken. Right on top of the cheese. Okay, that's good for one, and then I top it with a little more cheese. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's typically what I put on there. Then I give it a fold over. Let that rest there a second, and I'll get the second one. And that's still warm as well. Like I said, I'm going to try to get this up here. I mean, this camera is bad, but I put just a tiny bit of the fat-free cheese on there. Like I said, I don't think you can see that, but okay, camera, focus for me. And then I just load the chicken and peppers on top of that. That's good for that one. And I put a little more cheese on top of that. Not a lot, just a little. Just more or less enough to give it flavor. Then I fold that one over and I move it to the side. Larry likes his goodies on the side, and I actually do too. So that's what we're getting ready to do now. I'm going to slide that over and bring this over here just a little bit so y'all can see this. We're loading up on the lettuce, guys. You can't go wrong with lettuce, so that's a good thing. And then it gets a few of the tomatoes. And some of the green onions. Oh my, this is looking so good, guys. And I put on a little bit of the diced rotel with green chilies. He's not that fond of this, so he don't get a lot. That's my weakness right there. And a little more of the fat-free cheese, just a little. And a couple of small dollops of fat-free sour cream. And that way he can have the sour cream on the fajitas if he wants, or he can eat it on the side, however he prefers. That fat-free has right at 30 calories per per tablespoon. So there you have it. There's his finished plate. I don't know if you can see that good or not, but folks, it is absolutely wonderful. I hope you will give these a try. They're totally guilt-free. Get you some of those wonderful tortillas and enjoy eating your abundant life fajitas like we do. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned something today to help you with your abundant life. Thank you for joining, and have a wonderful evening.